Hello YouTube, this is SAT Free Practice Exam, Section 6, Part 2. This is Math. This test is from Collegeboard.org, the maker of the SAT. This channel is Tutoring Potential. I am not affiliated with College Board or the SAT, but this is a free test they put out for free download over the internet, so you can download it, print it out, and then we can go over it. We're starting where we left off, number 11. The table above shows the total number of copies of Book B that were sold by the end of the first 5 weeks of its publication. How many copies in the book were sold during the third week of its publication? Alright, so this is week 3, this is the end, and this is week 2, end. To find what happened during the third week, I take the end of the third week, and I subtract the end of the second week, and I get 1,300. That's number 11. If j over k equals 32 and k equals 3/2, it wants half of j. I don't want to put half of j in the equation. I'll solve that at the end. What I want to do is I want j, so I'm going to multiply. First I'm going to rewrite k as 3/2. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 3/2. And so j is going to be 48. Half of j is going to be 24. In the system above, system of equations, what is the value of x plus y? It gives us x plus y plus 3z equals 600. X plus y plus z equals 400. I'm not going to try to eliminate them. Well, I am, in the sense that I'm ignoring these, and I'm going to say when I add 2z, I get 200 more. Therefore, z is 100. So x plus y plus 100 equals 400, or x plus y equals 300. 300 is our answer. Notice you can't solve for x or y individually, but you can solve for their sum. There are 25 trays in the cafeteria. Each tray contains a cup, a plate, or both a cup and a plate. If 15 of the trays contain cups and 21 of the trays contain plates, how many contain both a cup and a plate? Well, honestly, first I did Venn diagrams and it was more confusing. Okay, all I'm going to do is 25 total. There's 5 that contain cups, and I'm going to add the 21 that contain plates. That's going to give me 15, that contain cups. That's going to give me a total of 36. Can you even see that? 36. And I'm going to take my 36, because those are individual. I'm going to subtract. I only have 25. Alright, that means that 11 contain both a cup and a plate. Right, these aren't individual trays. I may have misspoke. There aren't 15 that contain only the cup. But when I add them both, there's a surplus of 11. So that surplus is what go together onto a plate. Alright. Let me just try and copy this very, very roughly. This is negative 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, 2. You don't get any straight edges or anything like that when you take the exam, but this is point 0, negative 3, and this is negative 2, 0. This is line L. Line M passes through the origin is perpendicular to line L. It doesn't matter that it passes through the origin. It's perpendicular to line L. Well, what is the slope of this line? The slope of line L, I go up 3 and left 2. That's negative 2/3. Let me do that again. I go up 3 and left 2. That's negative 3/2. 1, 2, 3 rise, 2 run, and because it's going left and down it's negative. Negative 3/2, not the other. When I do to find the slope of a line perpendicular to that, I take the opposite of the reciprocal, which is positive 2/3. Alright, 2/3. If 6 is less than the absolute value of x minus 3 is less than 7, if x is negative, what is one possible value for the absolute value of x? Okay. Well, how about negative 3.1? Well, if x is negative 3.1, then I have 6 is less than negative 6.1. The absolute value is less than 7. So the absolute value of negative 6.1 is 6.1. The answer is any number greater than 6 and less than 7. I'm sorry. Any number greater than 3 and less than 4. Okay. This is the absolute value of x minus 3. Okay. So our value of x was negative 3.1. So the positive, right, the absolute value of x would be positive 3.1. The range from 3 to 4 is just the range of accepted values. 3.1 is absolutely fine. You can't put more than one answer. 3.2, 3.3, any of those. The product of the smallest prime number greater than 50 and the greatest prime number less than 50. The smallest prime number greater than 50, I believe, is 53. And let's see, less 47. $24.91. You know, it can help you to memorize prime numbers. You know, don't get crazy with it. You know, does it help you? It can. For a problem like that, how much time does it save you? Depends on the student. P, Q, R, S, T. The area of RST is 7, and PT is 2/5 of PS. Well, let's call that, okay. What is the area of PQRS? PT is 2/5 of PS. Call that 2. Call that 3. Is that going to work? PS is 10. Well, PS is, I'll call that 5. Alright, here we go. 1/2 3 times x equals 7. From 1/2 base times height equals the area. 3/2 x equals 7. 14/3. This is 14/3. Is 23.3 repeating. Okay, what's going on here? Make sure I've got time. What was tripping me up is PT is 2/5 of PS. That means PT is 2, TS is 3. RS I found using reverse from 1/2 base times height. The height is 7, and then one of the bases is 14/3. So that gave me one of the bases is 3. So I get 14/3. And then what I do is I take that 14/3 and I multiply it by 5, which is the total PS, and that gives me 23.3. Alright, that concludes the section, and thanks for watching.